Hi there, my name is Kimberly and I work for an organisation called People Know How. People Know How is a Scottish charity that aims to improve wellbeing across communities by supporting people to overcome barriers and thrive. We deliver services locally in Edinburgh and the Lothians and engage in research and campaigning to affect change on a national scale. We also provide a national support helpline. Our work supports all parts of the community, including children, young people, families, and adults. So today I'm going to speak a little bit of the work by ourselves in partnership with the Binks Hub and Research Data Scotland. Firstly, I'll tell you a little bit more about the Reconnect service. I manage the Reconnect service, I'm the service manager. So Reconnect offers supports to adults and families in Edinburgh and the Lothians to help them improve wellbeing by increasing digital and social inclusion. We believe that digital and social inclusion are linked together and contribute to enhanced wellbeing. We provide a supportive environment to reduce social isolation through building digital skills and maintaining connections, helping people to stay connected, improve financial health, increase employability, and access to resources and more. At People Know How, we use research to link academic literature with our own findings from consultations and action in the community. Articles are often written by our volunteers and staff, and these really offer a unique opportunity as part of their time with us. People Know How's research articles also create an evidence base for our work by integrating the findings from prior research to our projects, forming a database of resources, important findings, useful ideas that is available to all of the third sector, establish partnerships between People Know How and other organisations across the four sectors, and spread awareness of our work. People Know How with the Binks Hub, Edinburgh, Good Things Foundation and Research Scotland carried out research by training citizen researchers to help People Know How have a unique insight into the Reconnect service and to find ways to improve the service and to develop the service further. What we did is we held 3 workshops, and the first 2 workshops were really focused on what is required to conduct good research, brainstorming ideas to draw out through the discussion, looking at ethics, informed consent, ensuring there's no harm to participants, making sure everybody was aware of confidentiality and data protection. We also look at how that data was collected, for example, using dictaphones, transcribing the interviews, how people could use the dictaphones safely and to ensure that there was no data being leaked. The next session was similar layout, but we ran mock interviews and mock focus groups, and we allowed all the participants to really have practice, have an opportunity to practice what they were doing. And the third session was really looking at analysis, should participants want to be involved, keeping data safe as well. Now, the results of the research kind of highlighted a few themes that we knew that were going to arise, and some that we didn't know so much. So we knew that one of the factors that kind of stopped people from using digital was fear. For example, I was fearful of the whole rigmarole around computers, printers and paper. I was held back. I couldn't afford it. At community education classes, people were offered a free iPad, and nearly all of them refused. I couldn't believe it. Another theme that had come up that we did realise it was important was the importance of the service that we provide, and how it was person-centred. So helping people holistically, it is essential, and we recognise that because all individuals that we support are complex beings with different physical, mental, emotional and social needs. So we want to ensure that we can echo that language throughout policy, ensuring that we are using the person-centred approach at all times. One of the quotations that I have here from the research is, if I were to add something else, it would be something like it's supportive for where you are as an individual. Another theme that had come up was the theme of independence and increased self-esteem, and how the groups themselves actually combat social isolation. One of the things that we do need to work on is the fact that people had different views of what the Reconnect service is. So there is some work to be done here. So moving on, we really want to find a way that people won't feel alone in the fears that they've experienced. So we may look at ways to express that in marketing, for example, testimonials, using the person-centered language, informal and internal text and training. Also having a look at how we evaluate where people are at each of the groups that we run, and working on changing to internal policies and practices. Overall, we got a vast amount of information from the research, and it's really, really useful, and we have a lot of ideas on how we can develop this further. And that's all. If you have any other questions, please do get in touch. Thank you.